Another Myleague. Well, this one is with the Houston Rockets. This team, led by James Harden, who is an all-round beast. Sometimes, well, not sometimes, basically all the time he is criticized for his lack of defense. But I have some high hopes for this team. There are some young guys on this roster that could potentially do well, but I do want to make a lot of changes to this team. Here's the starting lineup. All their minutes. I'm going to start James Harden at point guard. I'm really going to be giving him the keys to the offense. I want him to be my playmaker, my main ball handler. And hopefully he'll be able to score as well as make plays for others. And with his height, I hope to be attacking the rim with him quite a bit. At shooting guard, Eric Gordon's got a similar job to James Harden. I want him to be my second option. I want him to be running the offense, being a good three-point shooter for us, attacking the rim at times. And I also want him to be running in the pick and roll if James Harden gets into trouble. I really want Eric Gordon to be the man I could just give the ball to and he just gives us 2 points. Or even 3. You could really use Gordon as a spot-up shooter. Trevor Ariza is pretty much going to be my 3-and-D wing. But I don't know if I'm really going to keep him. Because although he is a good shooter and a good defender, and he can at times attack the rim, he's getting pretty old. He's getting up there in years. And I would like someone who is not only a good three-point shooter and superb defender, but I want to be able to have someone who is also athletic, can really get to the rim. The man who got almost paid $20 million at the power forward position. Really a stretch 4, mainly. I may even trade him, even though I am a fan of Ryan Anderson. I wouldn't say a big fan, but I am a fan of his game. But if he's not getting the rebounds, I really want him to be pushing for 7 a game. And I want him to be getting not too many points. Eric Gordon and James Harden are going to take a lot of the points away. But I still want him to be my third option. And as of right now, I may even sub him out early and run him with the second unit. But that's an idea. I'm thinking of doing that with Eric Gordon as well. But Ryan Anderson, I need him to be a good stretch 4. I need him to shoot well because I have Dontas Moneyunis, who's a 7-foot stretch 4, who's getting paid way less than I could bring in. So if he's not shooting well, he's not rebounding, and I really want him to be a good playmaker as well from the low post, then Ryan Anderson, I'm going to boot you and your $18 million contract out of here. And at center, you may question me on this, but I feel like with a young team like this, well, not incredibly young, but we do have some young players. I feel like Nene in the starting lineup I really want. What do I want from Nene? Well, I want him to be my main rebounder, along with Clint Capella. Both of them can get around 9 a game, 8 a game. I also want him to be able to stretch the floor out to the mid-range area. He's a good mid-range shooter. I also want him to be able to play defense. He hasn't gotten much better at his defense as he's gotten older, but he's still able to get maybe a steal and a block every game. But if this doesn't work, this experiment of playing Nene at center to start off the year, then I'll just throw in Clint Capella, but Nene can give me some scoring. I have my reasons to put him in the starting lineup because Dontas Moniunas, I want to be my main scorer off the bench. You may think I'm a bit crazy, but I feel like Moniunas has been really underrated in his career. He's a great shooter. He's 7 foot, so he can find his footing when it comes to rebounding. And I feel like he's got a very good post-up game, especially with that hook. And he can definitely develop a post fadeaway pretty quickly. I think he and Patrick Beverley will work very well together. So I made one move. I got Ben McLemore getting rid of Corey Brewer. Ben McLemore is an athletic player. Pretty much dunks on everyone. He's also a good shooter, which people underrate him for, but hopefully he could be a good backup shooting guard. As I realized I didn't really have a backup shooting guard apart from KJ McDaniels. And I feel like Ben McLemore's a better version. I also signed JaVale McGee because I wanted rebounding and defense, as well as the athleticism. These guys both on 1-year deals, so maybe we can get JaVale back next year. I'm going to sim this game against the Lakers, and, well, we win. That's good. Ryan Anderson was good. James Harden being the playmaker that we need him to. Decker did his thing off the bench. You see Nene doing his thing playmaking. Eric Gordon had a quiet day. But now we're going to play this game against the Mavericks.